In this video, I'm rolling with George again. George is a white belt. He's been training about 8 months. We have 2 other videos. I'll include the link in the description. I hope to one day, when we look back on these videos, see how much different people have grown, including myself. So we're having a little pre-round banter there. The one big noticeable difference I feel with George is he's hard to grab now from the beginning. I used to just grab and do whatever I want. Now he's hard to get a hold of. Doesn't mean his jiu-jitsu is high level, but even that level of skill works really well against the unskilled. So he's, eventually he has to make a connection. That's the thing. So he can play outside all he wants. Unless it was a match and he already scored on me, and now I have to come up with something. But this is just rolling. So he's doing some meaningful wrist fighting. I'm kind of letting him squeeze my legs together a little there. I'm letting him grab my wrist. I'm trying to bait him into something, try to give him something so he continues to go forward. Here I'm looking to make a wrist control, but I'm not going to stretch my legs out to reach him. I'm not going to overextend myself. So here I'm able to go to his back and get the choke. He didn't even defend it because I think he was so amazed by the move. That's how George is. He appreciates the moment. He appreciates the technique. I do that all the time off the De La Heaver. I just tuck my right foot in. Once my right foot's behind your knee, I'm pretty much on your back. All I have to do is grab your waist and pull you down while pushing out my feet. And I did that, and as soon as he landed, I put the choke on. Now we're making some post-submission jokes. I like this half guard, butterfly guard. I didn't realize I liked it until I started making these videos. So I'm looking for the Kimura probably on the other George's arm. I could tell by my body positioning. So I let go of it. And I'm going to probably extend that leg and just come up. Yep. But he was able to tuck his knee in between us and keep some type of guard, keep a connection. The problem with a lot of newer players is they don't keep a 4-point connection. They try to keep a 2 or 3 point and they think it's enough. So there I just passed his guard. He's got his arm in what he thinks is a defensive position. I'm holding his left elbow off the mat so he can't bridge. And I'm actually looking, I was putting a little pressure for a paper cutter style choke there, but I knew he was turning in already. Now I'm up into the 1,000-pound position, though I'm not really trying to crush him. Here I jumped over to the mount and I went right to the gift wrap. It's just a positioning mistake on his part that allowed me to do that with his hand. So even though I was in mount, I felt the way he was going and I made a modification. Now I'm on knee on belly on the other side. Depending on what he does is depending on what I do. I'm just reacting to whatever he's giving me. As you can see how I just stapled my foot over his hip. And now I'm able to have him in like a wrestling pin. There I was able to step over the mount. I mean, he should have stopped that. Most high-level players or higher-level players would never let me do that. So here I'm just riding him. I'm kind of experimenting like 2-on-1. And there again, his wrist is in that position. I almost caused the gift wrap again. I'm trying not to use a lot of strength, and I'm trying not to really crush him. There he did a hip bump, and when he came up, he left his neck exposed. So I was able to just wrap my arm around his neck. And from here, I realized if I just jump to the side, it's basically like an arm triangle without the arm. Or at least that's what I'm calling it. So here we go. I got him in an ankle lock, or I'm setting up an ankle lock. He's fighting my other hand because he knows if I get it to where I want. There, I'm just going to hip up. He tapped on the buzzer. Always a good time. So I now have a Spreadshirt merchandise store. I'll be having a sale from the 24th to the 26th, 25% off. The link is in the description. That's a pretty good deal because everything was very affordable to begin with. But thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe.